So, afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Hammond. I'm a Chief Operating Officer at PetsPyjamas. For those who don't know the brand, we've built a platform across 5 kind of distinct pillars. I don't have cute kids. I have a lot of cute dogs. We are a marketplace. We now have about 10,000 products. We sell everything from collars, leads, to toys and treats. 18 months ago, we launched a dog-friendly travel agent. We now have about 700 properties across the UK. You want to go on holiday with your dog, we guarantee they're dog-friendly property. We have these direct relationships. Recently, we started expanding pet-friendly locations and services. We want to try and get every single restaurant, bar, cafe, groomer, walker, everything kind of in your area on the website. Content is a massive part of what we do, so we have an ever-expanding magazine. Pet lifestyle advice, it also allows us to have a little more fun with the brand, be a bit more kind of engaging with our consumers. And finally, our social pet work. Always gets a snigger. So it's our customers are able to upload photos of their dog, create a profile, we know where you live, we know what breed you are, you're able to communicate people in your same area. So it's a bit of a 90s word, but we're trying to create a portal for pet lifestyle. We're trying to bring everything together, every aspect for your pet. If you need anything, why would you go elsewhere than PetsPyjamas? We don't do cat pajamas, we don't do dogs pajamas, we don't do pets in pajamas, so I apologize for the misleading photo. So I've been in pets for about 3 years now, and there's some kind of really key learnings. A lot of it's very similar to every other vertical. However, you're dealing with pets, not people. So it may be a person with a credit card, it may be a person on the other end of the computer, but actually they're buying for their pets. However, on the flip side, significant number of our people consider the pets part of their family. So when you're doing the communications, you have to make sure you get all that get that across that you're dealing for the pet, but actually it's a family member, so you need to be engaging, need to be endearing. People are pug owners, they're Labrador owners, they're not dog owners. So we do as much as we can to find out all this information about our customers, because we want that experience to be specific to a big dog, be specific to a small dog, or for a cat, depending on what you have. Obviously, people who are dealing with, you're dealing with their family members, very engaged, very loyal. They like what you do, they come back, they tell their friends. They don't like what you do, then you know about it very, very quickly. So I'm going to talk about 2 initiatives that we've been doing with Adestra over the last few months. Firstly is the tailored welcome programs. So we've always had a welcome program in place. It used to be 4 kind of standard emails. Everybody got the same email. It worked quite well, but now with the new program builder, as some of you have seen already, and I know a lot of you guys are using it, it's much more robust, it's much more visual. And I understand we could probably have done the same stuff before, but without visualizing it, it was kind of impossible for us to do. After this, I'll take you through some of the segmentation we've been doing around breeds. So we had 4 objectives of our welcome program. Firstly, we have people coming all different sources. So, we do travel, we do product. These people know about one area of the business and not the other area of the business. We have a lot of competitions. Most of these people don't even know the brand. And then we also have quite a lot of partnerships. So I think Eurotunnel is a good example. If you go through the Channel Tunnel with a dog, you'll get a co-branded email before your trip. Come to PetsPyjamas, create a profile, and we'll send you a nice little treat box for your holiday. Educate on different verticals. Along the same lines, really, people who buy from travel from us probably don't even know we sell products. And on the flip side, those who bought a collar and lead, we're really important for the business to get that holistic approach so they know about all the different things we do. Brand loyalty. We find that the first kind of 4 contacts with a customer is make or break for brand or loyalty. So it's really important when they first sign up, to be endearing, to be engaging, to really kind of talk about their pet and bring them into the brand. And then finally, capturing data on customer pets. We do a lot of segmentation. We want to be doing a lot more segmentation, and obviously segmentation is only as good as your data. So for capturing data, we have one kind of key area. So it's going back to the pet profile. We incentivize these profiles with pet points, our own loyalty scheme. On the website, you can redeem points for products. 500 points will get you a bowl. If you've got 20,000 points, you can get a 5-star holiday somewhere in the Cotswolds. No one's reached that yet, but actually commercially, it makes sense for us to do these loyalty programs. Once you've created a profile, we now know the name of your dog, the breed of your dog, when its birthday is, and also your postcode. And obviously, all these individual things help us with our segmentation. So this is one example of the welcome program. So this is for the competition entries. So these guys don't really know the brand. They're only after some free stuff. So it's really important for us to kind of educate on all different aspects of the business. For those of you who don't know the welcome program, I'll give you a quick run through. So it's kind of a simple workflow from left to right. You can see the little mini emails, that's when campaigns fire. The circles there are delays, so I can wait 1 minute, I can wait 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever in between the campaigns. And then you've got those diamonds. It's kind of like decisions, filters. So a good example, is this person a dog owner? Go down one path, if not, it would go down the other path. So there's quite a lot to take in there, so I'll split it over 2 slides for you to run through in more depth. So for the competition guys, the first email introduces the product area. Here's a 15% coupon. You probably didn't know we did products. Here's the customer's best sellers. Here's some customer favorites. Come to the website and redeem the coupon. Then really importantly, we add them into this exclusion list. So like I said, we feel the first 4 contacts are really important. So we want to make sure throughout this welcome program, they don't get our normal business as usual communications. 3 days later, we have the first filter. So we look if they have pet points. They get an email saying, now here's what you could win. Come back to the website, redeem your pet points. Actually, the best performing email, people do come back to the website, but actually they buy more. So, it's been a real kind of positive for us. And then for guys who have no pet points, we give them a chance to chance to earn some pet points. So come to the website, create a profile, give us some information, and we'll give you some pet points. 4 days after that, we introduce them to travel. So it tells them about our USPs. Every single dog goes free on a holiday. For every single holiday you book with us, we'll make sure you have a personalized treat box waiting on the pillar of the hotel. All these kind of things that differentiate us from our competitors. And then we also have, the top collections, the top hotels in there. And this kind of little complex thing at the end is actually, it's quite simple. Basically, we're saying if someone hasn't purchased from us, we kind of remind them of the coupon code we gave them at the beginning. We give them a 48-hour delay before they have to use it. If people have bought once from us, then we give them a new coupon code. Here's another 48 hours. Come and use another coupon code. You can buy some more stuff. However, if people have purchased twice, then we don't think they're worth any more coupon codes. So we give them 2 days to kind of redeem the coupons, and then we remove them from this exclusion list, and they go back into our normal marketing campaigns. So we had kind of 3 key KPIs on this, which is the same for most campaigns: click-through rate, open rate, and the revenue per email. And generally some outstanding results. We saw open rates of 60%. Our previous welcome program was 40%, so a 50% uplift. Again, click to opens, a 50% uplift on the previous campaign. So, we were really happy with this. And then the last one, revenue per email, was a surprise because we were doing this more as a loyalty, a brand awareness piece to let people know about the different verticals. But actually it went up 1,000%. So we started making 10p per email rather than 1p per email. It was absolutely outstanding. So on top of the obvious KPIs, we had a lot of other insights that we weren't necessarily expecting. So from a customer perspective, like I said, pet points were popular, not just people seeing what they could win, actually coming back to the website and buying some more stuff. People were interested in other verticals, so from a business perspective, to get that holistic approach, it was really comforting that product buyers were really engaging with the travel emails, and people who have been on a holiday were really engaging with the product emails. However, no surprise really, people needed more encouragement to share their data. So we had a few people creating profiles. We got a bit of data, but it's an area that we're testing both in terms of email creative and the technical functionality. How can we get more people to give their data up? So in terms of sources, again, this is the kind of data we probably wouldn't have been able to get access to if we didn't use the program builder and split up by different sources. One of our partners, who shall remain nameless, managed to unsubscribe 7% throughout 10-day welcome program. So needless to say, they won't be a partner for long. But then other partners far exceeded expectations. So some of the guys, we're getting thousands of people coming to the website, thousands of people signing up. But actually, all these guys hadn't heard of us 2 weeks ago, but they're coming back and they're booking, they're coming back and they're buying stuff. So really, really positive. And the similar goes for, competitions. Historically, a measure of success has been how many email addresses a competition got. But we put 2 competitions side by side that both had 2,000 entries. One, I think they made £50, which of 2,000 people is obviously rubbish. And the other one, it's £2,000-3,000 already and it's ongoing. So it really allowed us to dig into how our sources are performing rather than just, how many people we were getting from competitions. So yeah, so all in all, the welcome program, it's been a really positive success. And again, having that visualization has enabled us to start tweaking individually and seeing where people are moving along the program and how we can kind of improve things. So yeah, so brief specific emails. Every single product gets uploaded to our site is mapped to one of 12 different types of dog or to cats. then every single customer, I think we've got 25% of our customers now we know their breed. We want to get that to 40% to 50%. But for those people, we can look at what breeds they map to and then map them to products. Excuse me. So this is all automated in the back end. So, glass of water. Some down here. Thank you. Yeah, because as I said at the beginning, it's important to recognize not just the breed of the dog, the size of the dog. So if someone has a Chihuahua and gets an email with Labradors in it and Great Danes, they don't resonate. It doesn't necessarily need to be a Chihuahua, but it could be a Dachshund, it could be any other small dog. And we know from all our testing that it works really well. We also group travel properties into breed types. So some will only allow 1 dog or 2 dogs. Some of them will only allow dogs, spaniels and smaller. So it's really important. There's no point, if you've got a Great Dane, getting a property that actually doesn't really like big dogs at all. And then finally, we did all the mapping in our back end. It was kind of getting all that into Adestra, mapping it into the customer, and with Danny, who's probably sat around somewhere, hey Danny, building out the segments and kind of making sure we had everything perfect from a data perspective. So here's an example of one of the first batch. Everyone loves a French Bulldog. And, we learned very quickly that regardless of the time of the year, regardless how relevant the product was, people just clicked on dog pictures. So it kind of sounds like a no-brainer, but there's a snowflake scarf bottom right. It was July. It was one of the most top-click products. No one bought it, but they clicked on it because it had a picture of the dog. So if we took this learnings to our next batch, so sadly for the Jack Russells, we only have 1 product picture. So what we did, we added lots of extra information at the bottom. So we, again, complete your prep profile. We're trying to get, for every breed, a couple of ambassadors, so they help us with, how we do the curation of products. They help us with our profile pages, and they also they are an ambassador for their own social networks. And then finally, the one on the bottom, one of the most clicked, love your feedback. Nobody left feedback, but everybody just clicked on the Jack Russell. So again, really positive performance. Bearing in mind, for the welcome program, these were all really fresh for us. We were expecting a high open rate. For these guys, some of them, they've been in the database for 3 years, 4 years. We didn't know how it would work. Open rate of 33% and a click to open of 45%. I mean, particularly the latter it was amazing. It was far outreaching our expectations. But there was also other lessons. So we now know the most engaged breed is a Staffy. I think because it's such a much aligned breed, no one really considers a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. So actually, it's when someone got a communication that had pictures of their dog in, referred to their dog by their name, they were really engaged with it, and they spent a lot of time around the breed shops on the website. And probably less surprising is the pug being the top spending. Everyone knows a pug likes to look good. So what's next for us? So from the program build, we've done a lot of recency, frequency, and monetary value analysis. We've looked at our travel customers and our product customers and created these 4 groups. It's a very cheesy world, the pet world, so I apologize. So we have our top dogs. These are kind of our VIP customers. They spend a lot. They come back a lot. We really want to make sure that they get extra rewards when they're shopping with us. The loyal Labradors don't spend as much as the top dogs, but they come with us. They come regularly to the website. They buy regularly. So we're looking at maybe doubling their pet points for the purchases, giving something to reward that loyalty. The sleepy dogs, they used to like us. Don't know what happened. They haven't been back for a year, but prior to that, they were multiple shoppers. So what can we do to get them come back to the website? So again, something it might be as simple as a £10 voucher and no minimum spend, or it might be something a little bit complex. These are kind of what we're thinking of doing down the road. And then our poultry poochers. So they're not really a top customer, but they come back a lot, they buy a lot, but for some reason in products, they will never spend more than £25. So actually, what's the point of them getting our general marketing communications with £80 beds and £50 coats when actually, maybe we should be sending them £25 stuff or maybe even £30, trying to get their AOV up a little bit, but be conscious that, these guys are never going to spend a lot of money. So the breed program, a lot of what you saw, the data was automated, but the email creation was quite manual. As you can imagine, we now have 350 breeds on the website. You can't do that manually. So we are very close, Danny again, of actually getting dynamically inserted products into emails. So we're just working on templates that for every customer we know a breed, so these 25% of guys, when they get coats, when they get beds in their email, it will have their breed in the picture where we have it. And breed-specific banners. I think someone mentioned it earlier today. It's If we have a banner for every single breed, it doesn't matter if it's a normal marketing communication, we can just slot in, Labrador shop at the bottom for all the Labrador owners. So even though there's no real personalization going on in the main message, there is enough at the bottom to make it feel like it's addressed to you. And finally, it's coverage of all breeds. Like I said, we've got 350 breeds. It's got to be automated to actually get that out. And also, it's not all dogs. I've talked a lot about dogs. It's 90% of our revenue. It's a little bit self-fulfilling, but we do have a lot of cat owners, and we do have increasing number of small animals as well. So finally, in conclusion, I think there's kind of 4 kind of key lessons, not just from these programs, but from kind of the CRM experience around pets. It's offer something useful for data. We want as much data as possible, but customers are not just going to give it. We're fortunate that the profiles are really popular. By adding that kind of loyalty incentive on top, makes it even more kind of a chance that people can give you data. Automate what you can. I mean, as I said, we can't manually map every single person to every single breed and every single product to all these breeds. It has to be automated, and we're very close to doing that. Segment where possible. It's kind of a no-brainer. Everybody knows they're doing it. But actually to see the difference, particularly in the Welcome program, when we started segmenting on different sources, it's just kind of really been the kick up the backside that we probably need to be doing it a lot more than we are now. And then finally, stand out with what you do. Kind of mirrors a lot of what Steve was saying. We all have competitors in the space, us as much as anybody else. What can we do in every single email just to make sure it's a little bit better, a little bit more personalized, a little bit more kind of engaged with the customer to get them coming back? That is a very brief overview. I don't know if we have time for questions now, or I'm around for the rest of the day. Any questions? If not, you can grab me. I'm around for the rest of the afternoon.
Any questions? Hands up.
Cool.
Great. Well, that was a fantastic presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.